When humans discovered how to use fire and developed more and more sophisticated tools, it changed everything. We could manipulate nature, we began a barter system, and we ended up adding financial and environmental elements to our once only social reasons for making decisions. Each decision had become complex and now involved simultaneous social, financial, and environmental elements to have to balance. But our inherited way of making decisions causes us to unknowingly break that inseparable complexity up into simple, linear, more manageable parts. So we began to address our needs or problems from either a social or a financial or an environmental perspective. Today, we consider, study, and manage those as entirely separate things. So while we are capable of thinking holistically, and will often start off by looking at the full complexity of a project or a policy or anything, none of us are born with the need or ability to make our actions themselves holistic. We are all genetically hardwired to break that complexity down at the point of decision, which means all decisions or expert advice will come from either the social or the financial or the environmental perspective. We break our decisions and policies into simple, more manageable parts, and then we use either the social or the financial or the environmental need or problem we are trying to address as the context to guide the decision. Making decisions like this ends in disastrous and invisible long-term damage across that whole complex web, which are all the problems we're seeing increasing around the world. Every time we use whatever need or problem we are trying to address as the context to guide our actions, we reduce that inseparable complexity of the decision. So this results in us meeting short-term objectives without ever being able to see or balance the inevitable and unique long-term social, economic, and ecological knock-on consequences of any decision.